Hey everyone, good day to you, or good evening, depending when you're seeing this video. This is Roger with Groovis Games Unlimited, and I welcome you greatly to this video on a mysterious package that arrived. So we're going to open this on camera. This is still sealed, and it's from a very good friend of ours, everyone's friend. So we're going to get to that in a moment. But first of all, I want to say I hope everyone, of course, is doing great, staying safe, and you had a fantastic weekend. It's Monday when I'm shooting this, so you may be seeing this Monday night or Tuesday or whenever. So, as always, I welcome you. And so let's get into this. It's not going to be that long of a video, but we're going to have some fun and discuss a couple things that I think that you will enjoy. I want to start with this. There's some new subscribers to the channel. Thank you so much. Everyone is always welcome in the house of Groovis. So it's nice that you want to spend some time here. As my good friend Derek says, from Kanji Plays, pull up a chair. Everyone's welcome. So it's always nice to hang out with everyone, and I wish you the best. Thank you for subscribing. Okay, I have a little cheat sheet here, so I didn't forget things. So Dustin's game, if you checked out that video, I just want to say thank you. I hope I did an okay job. I know it was a deep dive. I know Dustin greatly appreciates it, and it was so nice to do that, you know, just kind of recalibrate a bit, because as most of you know, I'm always in my little dungeon studio room chatting with people working on the game. We're going to talk about solo Crusader mode in a second, rule set on the way by the end of the week. So it was just nice to do something different on the channel and put some eyes on Dustin's game, and I won't glow about how awesome that game is. Hopefully you saw it. And it was just nice to kind of like do something a bit different for a change. So I hope that you enjoyed the video, and thank you for taking your time to checking it out. As I mentioned, solo Crusader mode for Dungeon Crusade. The good news is I can't remember if I told you this last time, but a while ago, the rules have been finalized. You know, like we went over them with my very amazing friend Ilpo and a few other people. And so I'm hard at work on the graphic design, which will be for the revised rulebook. And as promised, for all you awesome Crusaders out there who have the game now, you're going to be able to download this. It's not going to be very long, but it's very to the point, very direct, and it'll get you acclimated to the solo Crusader mode. It's not very hard at all. You know, there's the new mercenary camp where you can hire mercenaries, and you will have the mercenary mini board to download also. I want to say that I'm shooting for Thursday or Friday, and this will, of course, it's available to everyone. So even if you pre-ordered the game, please download it, have a look at it, and you can get acclimated to it. And I'll probably just do a little update video, maybe Wednesday night, to show you how everything is looking. You know, I always like to touch base with you guys and just let you know the progress that's being made and where everything is at. So enough of that. Solo Crusader rule set on the way this week for you. I'm really trying. And, oh, before I forget, stick around, because after we do this unpackaging, something a little different, and I've done this in the past, I want to share a very awesome game with you, and it's a video game for PC and console that I absolutely love. And kind of like with Dustin, I always like to give a shout out to very passionate developers or creators, and definitely when they step out of the box, so to speak, to give us something new. So stick around for that. You're going to be intrigued by this game, and I think that you'll end up going out and picking this thing up. Okay, we have to talk about keys, because someone asked me this about the keys and the doors in the dungeon. So be right back. Okay, let's start this little segment right here. Someone had asked, and you know me, I always like to make sure you guys are acclimated to this, and it's a really cool mechanic in Dungeon Crusade. Someone had asked me, why are there certain chamber doors with colored bases? And you longtime Crusaders, you already know this. When I created this game, I wanted a key system in the game. And no, you can't bash, your Maheliac or Barbarian can't bash a door down. You do need a key. So if we take a look at here, and I just set the dungeon up so we could discuss this. Right here in the cesspool, north and south, there's these red bases here. Tomb of St. Viticus, north and south. There's these green bases. Over here in the the ruins of Hamvir, there's yellow bases. And then over here in the Chapel of Light south and north, there's these blue bases. Let me set you back down here and show you this. a lot of the quests, when I wrote these, your heroes are gonna have to find a certain key. So with these red bases right here, your heroes are gonna have to find the onyx key. It's kind of, notice it's kind of red. Hopefully, there you go, onyx key. That will open doors with red bases. Moving right along, notice the green bases. Your heroes will need to find the jade key to open that chamber door. And so over here, the yellow bases for these chamber doors, your heroes are going to have to find the golden key to open that door. And finally, if your heroes run across a blue base, you guessed it, they're going to have to find the ivory key. And notice it's kind of blue, so that corresponds with this. So that is kind of the key system in the game. And I'll be very honest, that Gauntlet, the 80s arcade machine, inspired me with that little game mechanic. And I can't do the voice, but remember it says, save keys to open doors. That's kind of what inspired me. And the first kind of adventure game I ever played, adventure, for the Atari 2600. Remember the White Castle and Black Castle and Golden Castle? You needed certain keys. So just kind of a tip of the hat to them. And that's how the key system works in Dungeon Crusade. So I hope that if you didn't know that, now you know. Okay, so let us get on with this mysterious package that showed up over the weekend. Let me get my scissors of eternal hate, doom, and destruction, and I'll be right back. Okay, I took a seat here so we could chat about this mysterious package. And this is from Kevin Sims. And you know what? You have to forgive me, guys. I was going to have those player boards. He made these absolutely incredible player boards for the hero cards that where you could, it has a slider for health and slider for essence. And they are very cool. And I'm sorry, I meant to pull those out so you could see them, but they're in the other video, the solo Crusader mode, towards the end. And at the end, I'll throw some posters up so you can take a look at that and see what they look like. But I think a lot of you, actually have them. And I'll have a link if you would like to pick those up. But this here is something that I'd say we have been working on. Kevin did all the work. I give him full credit for this. He is awesome. I knew about this and I wanted to keep it a secret. We wanted to keep it a secret for you guys until he had to have some time to manufacture these. These are available right now from Kevin's Etsy website. So I'll throw the link down in the description in the comment section so you could take a look at the player boards and what's inside this package. So I'm sorry, I know what's in here, but here, you can hear that. It's kind of plastic-y, that's a word. So inside of this, and hopefully our shears of death, doom, and destruction cut through this. When he showed me like the prototypes, and these things are just so awesome. So here you go, new for Dungeon Crusade from the mastermind Kevin Sims is skull tokens, just like you saw in the other video. So hold on, don't worry, we're gonna get into all this. Let me put these things down, and there's more goodies in here. Didn't I do a video on this? There's the blue ones. Don't worry, we're gonna pull all these out here. Let me get these out. Yellow. Now these aren't cardboard, these are plastic. And again, I'm just in awe when Kevin makes all the stuff. I have no idea how he does it. I know he has a 3D printer, but it's plastic-y. And then finally, the red ones. So I'll tell you what, I'm just gonna dump them out here in the dungeon. And you know what? I don't want to keep you guys. I'm going to pause this, dump them out. Let's take a look at everything. Okay, that took longer than I thought, so I'm glad I paused it. Here are the brand new plastic 3D, I guess you could say, skull tokens for Dungeon Crusade. So let's take a look at a few of these up close. They're nice, like chunky plastic, and it's kind of got that, if you can see, there's like a texture to it. It's raised up, however you want to say that. But Kevin was working on this for a while. I know he stockpiled a bunch. He wanted to have some manufacturing in case, some people wanted these. And there, that's a good shot of him. Kind of see how it's raised up a bit. Really nice design. I just don't know how he does all of this stuff. So didn't we do a video on this? I do so many videos. I thought we did a video on this. Now this is the punch, well, it's not the punch board, but this is the sheet. I'm going to be speaking to our production manager, and very soon that this is going to be in the pledge manager. And of course, you know, this is going to be very cheap. It is not going to be very expensive. And these are kind of like two things you could do with these when I came up with this. If you're new to Dungeon Crusade, there's 3 levels of quests for the quest tables. Hopefully you saw the Solo Crusader playthrough, but there's quest table 1, quest table 2, and quest table 3. So, you know, green are your level 1 quests, yellow are your level 2, and red are your level 3. Well, what you could do with these is, and this goes kind of in tandem, that I'm working on a random dungeon generator for the game. So you're going to be able to use these with some new 6 quests that I'm creating, where the quests will be greatly varied. You'll never know where, you know, the quest items and the keys, like we looked at, will show up in the dungeon. I'm very, very excited for you guys to check this out. It's still a little ways out because, you know, we're in this reprint right now, but it is on the way. But I wanted to offer these to people because, for one, like I was saying, that there's these different level quests, and we'll get to the white and blue ones. And check in the description again. I'll link a video. I cannot remember which one it is, but that'll get you up to snuff on what these are. But, you know, notice here in the dungeon, there's all these chambers. Well, what these are, and we'll use Kevin's for this, these are kind of like a visual aid. And it just, to me, as I said, it's like the cherry on top for the dungeon. So if here in the Chapel of Light, maybe you have some level 1 quest. So you can put these in here like so, and that's just like a visual kind of cue to know, okay, there's level 1 quests there. Down here in the Well of Eternity area, maybe there's some level 2 quest here. So you could use these awesome, God, I love these. Tokens, it's just as a visual reminder, okay, in this zone of the dungeon, there's some level 2. And of course, over here in Heroes Vigil, maybe there's some level 3 quests. Then you could use the red ones to signify that. And without getting too much into it, there's, again, if you're new to this, there's a thing when you're doing a scenario called the seeding process. And it's kind of like a little dungeon random generator where crates will show up, secret rooms, monsters, what else? Crates, oh, mystery chambers, and it's always randomized. So I thought to create these white ones, so you can put those like in chambers to let you know that this chamber was populated, or this area was populated during the seeding process. So you have visual cues where everything is at. And it was just like, again, it was like the crowning jewel for the game. I love these things. Lastly, if you're following this much, some of you know that some of the quests in the game will tell you to kill X amount of level 2 champion monsters, and it will say, but you know, these monsters you have to kill these that were populated during the seeding process. These are where the blue ones come in. So I think we actually did this. So let's just say over here in the Runes of Hamvir, there was, we had a quest, we had to kill these level 2 champion monsters. So, and that was populated during the seeding process. So you just take a blue one and a blue one, say these two had the level 2 champion monster tokens. And again, that's just a visual reminder of where those are at. And it was just, again, it was the perfect thing for the dungeon. So Kevin got a hold of me a while back and said, hey, I think these would be really cool to make. And he's been hard at work doing this, and he's got a good stockpile, I think. And there you go, the back is like black, but it's nice, you know, thick plastic. These things are just awesome. So take a look at Kevin's Etsy shop. And again, look at if you want more information, I have to link that video. And I'm sorry, I could have sworn I did one just devoted just to this and these. So these are kind of what the beautiful, excuse me, Samantha made these for me. These are pretty much what you're going to get with the punch board, you know, when you get this. And oh, on the reverse side on these, I'm going to do like a swirly, I don't know, like maybe an orange swirl on the other side. So, and it goes with that random dungeon generator that I've been working on. So we'll get into, I don't want to take up all your time with all this, but you know, these are what you can expect. Let me grab a few more so you can see. But this is what you can expect the punch boards to look like. I mean, almost identical, except that different backing. So I just love these things. I know everyone commented, it's like literally the perfect thing for the dungeon. So there you go. Check out Kevin. Thank you. As always, you create so much awesome stuff. Player boards and now the plastic skull tokens. I love these things. Okay, guys, let's pull the camera back. Let's wrap up the video. And I got a special kind of extending the channel a little bit and just sharing some of the stuff that I like and I'd like maybe you to know about because you may enjoy this game. So give me a second and we'll wrap it up with this certain game. Okay, and as we wrap up this video, I've been wanting to share this game. I don't think I've ever done this before. I was thinking, I don't think I have. But like with Dustin, you know, he struck out to do something different with the Ghost Betwixt. And like I said, throughout my life, I will always put money on a team or a developer, a small team that steps out of bounds and does something very creative and innovative and passionate about it. Case in point is this game, Outward. And this is out for the PS4. It's from a few years ago. This is out for PS4, Xbox, and PC. And I'm going to tell you what, first of all, because I'm nowhere as good as this guy. There's a very awesome YouTuber named the Lazy Peon. I love this guy. He's so funny. He's passionate about games. He does like MMORPG reviews and playthroughs and gives you his thoughts on it. I love watching this guy. I have a link to his video. Watch this video. I'm going to skim over this for 60 seconds. He will do a much better job. This game it's very unique. It's from 9 Studios. And I think there's only 8 or 9 guys who made this game. It is fantasy, hardcore survival, adventure, exploring, unique combat, making traps. I could say so much more. This is a game you may want to look into. And I got to tell you, it is very challenging. And I love games like this. You start out real quick. You start out like in a village. You cannot just go out and just kill everything. You can't do that at all in this game. It takes a while. You can venture out a little bit. There's a day and night cycle. And you have to build your hero up or your survivor up or explorer to be able to take on the monsters, because these monsters are freaking hard in this game. And I love it for that. And then once you get acclimated to this and you know your hero levels up, one of the coolest things, and I've never seen a game do this, is that you have to take water with you, you have to take food out with you, you actually have to have a tent. And I remember the first night, because you're going to travel far from your home and you have to sleep in a tent. And the land, when you explore it and venture, the Lazy Peon will tell you all about it. It is just one of the most amazing experiences. Kind of scary, especially when you're sleeping out in the wilderness in a tent. You can get ambushed. But one thing I'll leave you with, and he'll talk about this, there is a bandit camp. And it was one of the most fun and challenging things I've ever played in a game, where your hero, and you can play this co-op. You can play it solo, or if you have a bud, you guys can take it on together. And the Lazy Peon did that. I think it's his girlfriend. But there was a bandit camp, and when I went into there, and you'll see it, you have to set traps. There's a commander, and you can take his weapon. Oh my God, I could just keep talking about this game. This game was actually very rare a few years ago because it was like a sleeper hit. At one time, this thing was going for like $100, $125, $135 for this game. They have some expansions out, and I think they have like a bundle where you get like everything. So guys, sorry to talk a lot, but I'm telling you, I think that you'll love this game, but be warned, it's tough, it's challenging, but it's very rewarding once you build up your adventure and go out, and just like the adventuring, going out into the land and pitching a tent and hoping something doesn't happen. Really, really awesome game, Outward. Watch the Lazy Peon. He'll do a much better job than me. So there you go. Check it out. And guys, that's the end of this video. I hope you liked hanging out for a few minutes and you enjoyed checking out Kevin Sim's new awesome creation. And Closing out, remember, Solo Crusader rule set is on the way. I'm very excited for you guys, the people who have the game, to download it, play it. Of course, if you have any questions, just let me know. We'll get through it. It's very easy. And of course, people anticipating the game, download it, read it. I think you'll enjoy it. Okay, guys, since it's Monday, I hope everyone has a fantastic week. Thank you, as always, for your time. And stay safe and happy gaming. And I'll see you with an update in a few days with the Solo Crusader rule set and hang out and show you how that's going. All right, guys, talk to you soon. Bye-bye.